Hey guys, it's Rombo here, and sorry I had a busy day yesterday. Couldn't get a video out. I'm really sorry about that, but here we are today. Um, wow, what a crazy day today. I didn't even think about it, but I think I'll show you my SPY trade here later. But with that said, let's look at INTK. We're definitely in an uptrend, and it likes to go to the negative 1.5 or so. Bounces up now. That about right here, it got down to just under the negative half, and then bounced all the way up again past the positive one, and now we had a really big dip under the -2. There was this is what I like about the Renko. Look at that support line right there, and funny, it bounces right off of that. If you see, that's kind of concurrence. There's a line here, and this is a major deviation support right here. Yeah, it dipped a little bit below that, but that's looking really nice. But now we have a downtrend that I put on here. So and it got rejected from this support or this. Well, at the time this was support, but again the ceiling becomes the floor, and the floor becomes the ceiling. It broke down, and now we came back up. So it depends on how you want to look at it with INTK. When you're you can't decide. Let's say you're playing the yearly chart and it's either or. Guess what? I'm going to wait and see if it breaks the downtrend first, if I'm not in it. And if it breaks the downtrend, guess what else it does? It breaks that resistance right here at 0.22, and then you're off and running. Or you could wait and for it to break. Wow, that's huge. I'm not going to go there. And then you could go down, maybe back to retest, and then get in right there, something like that, because it went down, and then we could do something like this, and maybe another retest, and then break out from here. So if you're not in it and you're still thinking about getting into it, definitely put the downtrend on here on your chart. And me personally, I love waiting for it to break and then having the patience. Yep, it might run up here, but then you'll have a dip, and I would get in here. Okay, because then most we're on the uptrend. We're on an uptrend. So that's a good thing, and we are down below. That would have been great if you got in down here, but if you're not, then I definitely would be waiting for it to break that downtrend. And so that's what I have for INTK. And it's not letting me pause. Oh, I have to have my mouse power there. Next is RIBT, one of the ag plays here, and we were at $1.16 back in back last year, and this big massive dip. We got down below the -2, and now we've had finally we had a higher high. That was a double bottom, so it's low. Now a lower high and a higher low, which means consolidation right here. Okay. Now we finished at a double top right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But if we start pulling under 6.7, the 6 to 8 area or so, yeah, the 6 to 8 area, I would not be surprised to see RIBT come back down to earth a little bit. It is overall in a downtrend, but if it breaks here, now we're looking at this 0.75 up is a resistance, and 0.8683 is a big resistance. That's the second deviation up. If you notice, it's never gone past the second deviation up or down in the last year. So I just want you to be alerted about that. I'm going to go back to just a second here. I'm going to get on the 3-year chart. Okay, on the 3-year chart, we are definitely been in a downtrend here, and we are at the plus 0.5 or half sigma deviation. We did break over the 100 SMA, which is good. But again, I'm really concerned about this double top. But again, if we can break that 0.75 area, I could definitely see us getting up to 9.2. It has gone up above the plus 1 deviation. That's at 115. So that's something to think about. The thing is, I see a nice it's starting to curl a little bit here, but we definitely have to get past this double bottom here, this double top area, and hold. Right now, we're just about trying to get over that. I would let tomorrow finish before I would get into it. On the momentum, we're up really high. That usually means we're going to be getting a dip. We crossed over on this half cycle thing here, which is good, but we'll wait and see if that gets rejected tomorrow. So kind of a big day for RIBT tomorrow. Next we have is AGRI. That's been another really popular one. This is the last 180 days, 4 hours. We had this history of some major pops right here, and it looks like we're starting another one. We are, it would have been great to get in over the average price, guys, is 245. It hit 313. We're at what now, 292. So I would wait. Tell you the truth, as far as a momentum play, I would wait for it to get above probably 312, or at least above this high here at 330, to maybe make a run up to the second sigma, third sigma, fourth sigma. That you have to really mind your P's and Q's with that. Right here, we're up high over 10 on the momentum, and if you notice, usually when it gets there, it comes down. With this big play here, it crashed, came all the way back up, crashed, up, down, up, down. So that's the nature of the momentum beast. So we're awfully high right now. So I would not be surprised to see Agri maybe come back down and retest 244. That would bring this momentum down, and then maybe the next pop up. But just be be careful. Tomorrow, if it breaks this 345 area, or the 313, boy, you don't have too much to go up to 334 before you start messing with a lot of resistance right here. So that's what I have with for AGRI. We had some people request CYBL, so I'll be talking about CYBL again. We did hit support right here. We double bottomed right here, and it looks we're getting really close to breaking it. So we have to be careful. It is still under the downtrend, so a lot of things could happen here. I would really like to see it hold this area. I mean, we do have a higher high and a higher low, higher high, and so far a higher low. That's really promising. But we really need to hold here and get a nice bounce for CYBL, and hopefully get some kind of. It doesn't have to be really you know, kind of massive move, but just, you know, breaking this downtrend, setting a higher high right here and coming back down, something like that. What I'm afraid of is if it breaks here, and then, you know, we're coming back down, maybe to the 0115 area, before maybe trying again, or probably just consolidating. Basically, this is what we're doing right here anyways, guys. We're just kind of buying our time until it breaks this downtrend right here. As long as we're getting closer and closer to it without breaking 0076, you know, that's good news. So we'll wait and see what happens with CYBL here. The next couple of days should be you know, pretty exciting here. So let's see, the 12th, the 13th, we haven't set a candle for 5 days here. Now remember, Renko, sorry about that, just had an itch, old man thing, you know. Renko does not print a candle until it breaks its range. Okay, so it's been a while since it's done anything. This has been coming up, coming back down, coming back up. But it's a really big deal once it finally starts to print. So we need to get going here on CYBL to you know, hold 0155 on the Renkos to you know, keep getting closer and just consolidating toward the downtrend line. Next we have is ILUS. You know, we had that big drop here, you know, in January. We had a nice run up, really nice scalping here, but we're still having a tough time. We've got a long time before, I mean, this downtrend goes completely off the chart. So we got a long time before we get into any kind of serious stage 1 reversal. This looks like a stage 1 reversal, but we got a long way to go to get up here. One nice thing would be is higher highs and higher lows. We set in kind of a just kind of an ugly head and shoulders, really not head and shoulders, but we did break that support, and now we've come back down. We double bottomed here. Next thing would be to get above you know, the 01166 area, and maybe trying to start you know, another leg, I call it, when we're in an overall downtrend. And heck, this is the secondary downtrend. This is the primary one way up here. You know, we're just doing scalping for right now. This is scalp area. And you know, if we can just break above here, maybe, you know, a little bit down and then break above this high, down, then we're starting to get into you know, breaking this overall downtrend. But for right now, for me at least, I'm scalping this. Buy and hold, well, why? Well, you know, I'm not going to buy and just for the long term. I'm scalping all this. So what basically I am holding till it breaks this, but I'm buying down here and selling high, buying down, selling high. So I'm actually accumulating and making money while this is going up, where you're trying to survive the dips. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'll scalp, especially under the secondary downtrend, and then I'll make maybe some longer type scalps, swings and stuff like that. But until it breaks that downtrend, that's my strategy. When we break the downtrend, then we have a big dip and it holds the support, then I'm in for a long haul. So that's what I have for ILUS. Next we have is FUBO. Why am I excited about FUBO? Well, again, I told you before the story. We're at the -2 deviation here, and Yeah, we just had a big dip after this slight divergence. I am looking and waiting for this to turn. Once it turns over, there's support right here, and again, I told you in the last video that high volume candle is right here. That usually means a big run. And with everything said on the 3-year chart, guys, so this isn't an overnighter. This is a long hold. I'm expecting quite a big run up with FUBO. We had a rough day today, -4, but again, this is a long play. Get in at your own risk. This is just for entertainment, right? Okay, I'm just an old man upstairs, looking at 3 monitors in a dark room. So take it for what it's worth. Maybe just throw in some date night money into it right now. But it bottomed out at 277. Right now we're at 324. Again, it won't start printing another brick until it breaks. Breaks 330, $3.30. So the volatility range. This is what I get from. It's a little trick, but I'll go to the trades, and I'll go to the next two. Option chains, and here we have, they predict 30, the max pain would be 38-cent move up on implied volatility, and 67 cents. So I put those two, the max 67 cents up and down, and this is where a lot of the betting is going on as far as the options are concerned. So that's what I have for FUBO right now. Next I have is TCDA, and this is more of looking at the really long chart, the 20-year and the 3-year chart. We start getting up here, and it has a good chance of really taking off. I like it for a swing too, or at least I did. I wouldn't advise it now. We're getting close to the average price. We're getting really close to some resistance here, but maybe if we get a nice retracement down to the 868 area or something like that, that might be another good time to get in if you start seeing it breaking more to the upside. But the way it's looking right now is just nothing, all blue. We're above the 9. We just broke the 20. So this could be a nice little run, run up maybe to 1019, 1062, 1179, and of course the 1220 area. We can at least scalp this or swing it and wait and see what happens in this range here. If we break the 1220, we definitely could be at least going to the areas that I talked about before. I'm going to put it on the 3 years chart and see what we have. Yeah, this is a big boy. This is a big boy play. We have this is the 20-year monthly, so this is a long play, guys, a long play. But once, like I said before, we get above that 1223 mark right here, I really think that we 1341, 1519, 1803, 20, 73. Now overall, this isn't a big downtrend, but now we set a higher high and a higher low. So this is kind of a long stage 1 reversal pattern right here. But once we start getting in this range, then we're starting to make a move to the upside. So that's a possibility. That doesn't mean it's necessarily going to go that way, but that's what I'm playing on FUBO. I'm sorry, TCDA. All right, next one is HCDI. HCDI set a really nice trap right here, a bull trap, and sure enough it was. We came back down here. But the interesting thing is, again with Renko, look where that bottom is. I have this set at 15-cent candles. We bounced up. Looks like we're trying to get our way back down here again. So maybe a double bottom at, was it 191? So it's done it twice before. This one time it bounced down to 175, but I'm always loving getting into stocks that are down -2 when they're in an uptrend. So I'm really liking the look of HCDI. I would really like to see it, get back down to 191, and then start coming up again, and starting a move up. But right now on this leg, we still are in a downtrend. We're below the was this the 9? I think this the 9 and the 20. So you want to be careful about that. But we definitely have a good chance for this to make a nice run here. We are below the money line here, the volume weighted average price of the highest volume. Like I said before, when it's down at the low end of the chart, it really has a nice pop. You could do it that way too. You could wait for it to cross, maybe retest, like right here it crossed, retest, then boom, took off. So that's what I'm looking at with HCDI. And last but not least, GFAI. GFAI over the last year is in a downtrend. It looks like it's in a really nice swing pattern here. Unfortunately, it went from the -1 to the +1, and well, the thing is, it can't go to the -1 now because that means it would be out of money. So we definitely have to start looking at the horizontal support more than anything else here. We did have support at 0.425. It bounced. We broke the 9. We kissed the 20 SMA and came back down and what a coincidence, that's right around the average price line also. And we have concurrence here with or confluence with this resistance line here. So depending on what happens, I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to maybe make a move back down to the 4-1 area, or at least the 5-4 area, and then retest this and break it if that is the way it's going to go. But we're definitely setting lower lows and lower highs, so I would be cautious right now. I know that Moon Markets is pushing this, and other people. That's the weird thing about the OTC. It's going down, and then you sleep on it, and 2 days later it's up 40%. So you always want to be cautious to that. But for me, momentum, if it gets above 0.64, 0.69 area, if it breaks that, then we definitely could be moving back up to the upside here. A lot of resistance at the 9.7, the 103, and the 109 area. So just to let you know on that. With that said, guys, I'm done for the day. I hope you guys had a good day trading. And the SPY, one last thing. I'll show you something that happened today on the SPY. I'm going to get that off of the Renko charts here. All right, so I got in right at the bell right here. Put a little bit in there. I didn't tell anybody because it's such a small amount. But then I definitely added more here once I saw it come and break the 406 area. Then I was getting ready to go all gangbusters. It was coming down here. It bounced above this major weekly. This is a big support and resistance, and once that broke, I know that most likely, look at that, there's nothing there until 399. I had this for a long time, long time. I had it set to go down to 394. A major area was 397. This is the -2 sigma on the 180-day, 2-hour, 4-hour chart. That's a major support and resistance here. So I thought, well, 397 puts from here. If it breaks down, I'm going to add a lot more. That's what I had yesterday. I added in, and well, let's look at the 397s here. 3,837%. It did get over 4,000%, which is just absolutely crazy. So that's how you do it. It definitely helps to know how to read the charts, know where support and resistance lines in. If you don't know how to do that, stay away from options. You're just gambling. All right. I do it. I did it this week and lost 50% on something with knowing the charts. I got stuck. What I told you about before. I was stuck with. It was going in a downtrend on the smaller charts, and it was kissing a -2 deviation, and it looked like it should be going up on the yearly chart. I did puts, and I got burned on it. So what I should have listened to my own rule. If you're stuck between two different ideas, one could go up, it could go up here, it could go down. Just wait and see which way it follows. Yep, you're not going to. Again, the first mouse gets the trap, second one gets the cheese. So just remember that, guys. You don't have to go be in first. You don't have to guess. I think it's going to go down on the smaller charts, so I'm going to go with that. But if the bigger chart says, no, this is going up, then just wait and see. Wait and see, then get in. Okay, always get confirmation if you're stuck between two charts and what they're telling you to do. So okay, now with that said, I'm done. I got to go eat. You guys have a good night. Bye.